Okay, this is number 4. This is on the part where you were allowed to use a graphing calculator, but I don't really think it helps you here. It says perform the indicated operation and simplify it. Now I didn't ask you for any domain restrictions, so you didn't have to say that the bottoms of the fractions couldn't be 0. So that should save some time. So when I look at this, first thing I want to do is try to factor everything, unfoil everything. That makes me look at everything. So first of all, so the bottom is already no big deal. The top, factors of 6 that subtract to 5. Well, that'd be 6 minus 1. Okay, but I need more negatives, so that gets the negative, that gets the positive. And then times, well, the top is already, there's nothing to factor. I'm just going to write it in parentheses just so we can see it's a pair there. And the bottom is factors of 2 that add to 3. Well, that's 2 plus 1. It's a positive 3. Okay, I don't have to do any common denominators or anything. This is multiplying. In fact, if I wanted to, I can make this a giant fraction bar because it's all, and put multiplying signs between everything. And then this has multiplying here and multiplying here, if that helps you see everything. So now let's look for terms that we can cancel out. So we obviously know we can't have -1, we can't have -1, -2, and 0 in for x's. Those would be domain restrictions, but I didn't ask you to do it. Okay. Then we've got this cancels out here, and that's about as best we can get. 4x minus 6 over 4x to the 5th. There's our answer. Pretty easy. Okay, we're also supposed to simplify this. Now, one thing I did differently than on your test is I wrote this one over 1. Okay, and now I'm just going to see what factors. So what are the factors of 25 that add to 10? Well, that's 5 and 5. So that was easy. This is x plus 5 times x plus 5, which is x plus 5 squared. If you like, you can put it over 1 times. What are the factors of 35 that add to 12? 7 times 5 is 35, so that's quite easy as well. X plus 5, x plus 7. And I just realized I copied the problem down wrong. That always causes people trouble. So let me erase this. This was a dividing sign in here. That was dividing here. If you didn't see that, this is divide. I wrote it wrong, the problem. So we'll deal with that in a second. Divided by, and the bottom, factors of 105 that subtract to 8. Not quite as obvious, but it turns out that 15 and 7 seem to work out. So 15 and 7. So what are they? Well, you have to ask yourself, what do you want in the middle? 15 and 7 multiply to 105, but I want to subtract to the middle of 8. So 15 minus 7 equals 8. So it must be negative 15 plus 7 to get negative 8. So I'm going to write x negative 15 x plus 7. And right before I do anything else, I noticed I wrote this wrong. That's a divide sign there. Okay, right away notice this cancels out this. Okay, so yay, we're happy about that. That makes it easier. So now remember with fractions, when you're dividing, you have to make a reciprocal. So the top and bottom are going to flip there. So I'm going to rewrite this as x plus 5 squared times, now x plus 5 goes on the bottom, x minus 15 goes on top, and conveniently one of the x, there's really a big fraction bar before I do that. There's a big fraction bar here. Okay, so you want to put times there, you can. And so now we can just start things. There's an x plus 5 on the bottom. That's going to get rid of one of the x plus 5s here. So if I erase it, so that is going to leave us, we're basically done this problem now. X plus 5, x minus 15. And you're welcome to go multiply all that out. It's not required. If you were to multiply it though, you get x squared minus 10x minus 15. It's the exact same answer. I'd accepted either one.